All right. Any questions on that skill? Yes.
When you say at the end, let me review my skills, what do you mean by that? Do we do
Okay,
that on?
that's actually for you guys, for the students. You're not going to stand there and recite all of the steps to the evaluator. That's not really what that is. It's more while you're washing your hands or before you say my skill is done, I want you to mentally think about the steps that are important. So I would go back and reread the care plan. Okay. Let me do this. I would go back and reread that care plan. So if you looked at that care plan again, if you look at the book, remember that you would get the care plan. Remember, this is all you're going to get is right here, this care plan. But if you reread the care plan and it said, provide the following range of motion exercise to the resident's right hip. So stop. Did I do the right side, the correct side? Yes, I did. Okay, keep going. Did I do flexion extension of the hip and knee? Yes. Did I do flexion extension of the ankle? Yes. Did I provide 3 repetitions? Yes, I did it 3 times. Did I do my opening? Did I do my closing? Okay, I'm very happy with my performance. Nothing there I need to work on. So now I could say out loud. So all of that went on in my head. All of that was in my head. And then I'm going to tell the evaluator my skill is done. But what if I got all the way to the end of the skill, I read that care plan, and it says right hip, knee, and ankle. And I looked over at the patient and I thought about it and I realized I did it on the wrong side. Uh-oh. Remember that we have to follow that care plan exactly. Don't ignore this because I guarantee you the evaluators know you did it on the wrong side. So you review the care plan, you're like, uh-oh, big problem, wrong side. I know that's a big deal. You can actually say out loud, correction. I would have done those exercises on the patient's right hip, knee, and ankle. I was on the wrong side of the patient. So correction, I would have done it on the right side. They know that you're nervous. They know you're being tested. What they're looking for is you owning up to your mistakes, being able to catch your mistakes and owning up to them. If you think to yourself, if you realize, uh-oh, I was on the wrong side, and you think to yourself, oh, they probably didn't catch it because they didn't stop me, nothing happened, so I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to pretend like I was fine. You are going to fail the test. They're not going to tell you. They're not going to stop you in the middle and say, oh, wait, look at that care plan. They don't do that. So if you notice that you made a mistake, trust me, they caught it. This is their job. This is what they do all day, every day, and they are unbelievably good at it. So if you make a mistake, you can absolutely guarantee that they saw it. Now they're waiting to see, do you recognize that you made a mistake? Remember, in this scenario, you're the new one, right? You're the new kid. New kids make mistakes. That's okay. It's perfectly okay. It's not okay to make a mistake and ignore it because that has repercussions on the patient. So if you do something and you realize after the fact that, uh-oh, I made a mistake, address it. Say, correction. I didn't open the privacy curtain at the end of the skill before I washed my hands. Or I didn't close the privacy curtain at the beginning of the skill and the patient had no privacy. Or I should have used a privacy blanket when I was dressing the patient and totally flaked. Didn't use a privacy blanket at all and they were exposed. The patient would have been uncomfortable. I would have used a privacy blanket in a clinical setting. So you are allowed to make corrections anytime during the skill, anytime. If you realize you made a mistake, don't wait until the end to correct it. You can correct it right then. Now, some things they will need to see. Okay, so there are some things that you correct and they're going to say, I'm sorry, we need to see that. So you can't say, well, I would have done flexion extension on the ankle. I just forgot how, I forgot to do it during the skill. That's not good enough. They actually have to see that. Okay, so you can make corrections. You're going to mentally review the steps in your head, make corrections if you need to. But once you say my skill is done or my task is complete or I'm finished or however you want to say it, once you close that skill out, you're done. You are saying final answer. It's like you hitting a buzzer at a game show. That's it. You can't go back and change anything. You are locked in. So you want to think about this for a minute before you stop that skill, because the minute you stop it, they don't stop it. You have control over that. So the minute you stop the skill, when you say I'm done, I'm complete, I'm finished, whatever, that skill stops for you and you can't make any corrections after that. So if you get into skill 2 and you realize, oh no, I completely forgot about the privacy blanket in my last skill, you can't say, oh, correction, that skill that I just finished, I would have used that privacy. It's too late. Can't do it. So you have up until you decide to stop the skill to make any corrections. But once you make that determination, once you say that's it, final answer, locked in, you're done. You can't go back and correct anything. Okay. But when you're mentally reviewing these steps, right? We've talked about, thinking about all of the steps that you are doing at the end of the skill. If you look in your skills book, you have that gray box. That's what this is. If you memorize these steps, then at the end of the skill, you can mentally go right down this list. Did I do my opening and wash my hands? Did I explain all the exercises to the patient? Did I do flexion extension of the hip and knee? Did I do flexion extension of the ankle? Did I do 3 repetitions? Did I do my closing and hand washing? Yes, I did everything fine. Therefore, I don't need to make any corrections. Now, if you want, you can buy these flashcards that have all of those steps in the gray boxes printed on them. Remember, they're double-sided, heavyweight, full color flashcards. And it has all of those steps right there on the flashcards themselves. So these are available for you if you want, or make your own. Get some index cards, get a pen, start to write. There's something to writing something out. It helps you remember all of those steps. But mentally go through that abbreviated version, those gray boxes, just to make sure that you got all the information.